much as my dad would tell you all, he didn't want any of this. I appreciate you doing it all for him. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the press corps. And somewhere down the line, it'll mean a lot to my two beautiful daughters. Senator Scott Fitzgerald came with a plaque of the resolution that you all passed in honor of my dad and in naming the press room.
Thank you, thank you. It's great to be here, and I'm going to try and read the citation in very low light with reading glasses. I did think of Dick yesterday as the Senate was adjourning, unlike the Assembly.
Equal time.
In that he reminded me always that you have to adjourn pursuant to Senate Joint Resolution 1. You can't just say we're adjourning. And I actually thought of that yesterday as we were typing up the verbiage of what we needed to say on the final day of session. So it's great to be here, and if you were here for the memorial service, there were so many kind words that were said about Dick, and I think he's still very much in our memory. So I'll try and read the citation for you real quick. Relating to the life and public service of Dick Wheeler, whereas Dick Wheeler, the Dean of the State Capitol Press Corps, passed away on November 11, 2011. And whereas Dick Wheeler is survived by his daughter, Gwen Gunther, son-in-law Trevor Gunther, granddaughters Camille and Tabitha, and longtime companion Diane, whereas Dick was originally from Pennsylvania, previously worked for the United Press International and Scripps Howard in Michigan and Ohio, covering stories such as shootings at Kent State in 1970 and the Huff Race riots in Cleveland. Whereas in 1972, Dick arrived in Madison, Wisconsin and began working for the Gongware News Service, and whereas also in 1972, Dick Wheeler created the famous government reporting service for Capitol insiders, government officials, and lobbyists that bore his name, the Wheeler Report. Whereas the Wheeler Report progressed from a mail newsletter to a fax newsletter and finally led to the creation of a website in 1998. You girls probably don't know what a fax machine is. The Wheeler Report was truly a family business run by Dick, his daughters, and his son-in-law Trevor, and his longtime companion Diane. Whereas Dick will not be forgotten for his role that he served in securing the state capitol, right here, centrally located between the Senate and the Assembly chambers. Whereas Dick was an invaluable resource to his fellow Capitol Press reporters and served as president of the Wisconsin Capitol Correspondents Association before stepping down in 2010. I don't think he just stepped down. I think he quit in the year. Whereas Dick was seen frequently arriving at 5:30 a.m., was known for his dedication to covering legislative activity, particularly that of the Joint Finance Committee. Whereas the Wisconsin Capitol Correspondents Association voted unanimously to request that the press room be named in Dick's honor. Whereas the familiar smell of pipe tobacco wafting through the portico of the Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard entrance to the Capitol will fade but never be forgotten. Resolved by the Senate, the Assembly, concurring that the Wisconsin Legislature commends the life and dedicated service of Dick Wheeler, expresses its sorrow at his death, and extends its condolences to his family, friends, and all those who were touched by his work. Resolved that in recognition of his many years of distinguished service to the legislature and the people of Wisconsin, Route 235 Southwest in the Capitol shall be known as the Dick Wheeler Capitol Press Room. And be it further resolved that the Senate Chief Clerk shall provide a copy of this joint resolution to Mr. Wheeler's daughter and the family. Signed by Representative Jeff Fitzgerald, Speaker, Senator Mike Ellis, President, Jeff Rank, Assistant Chief Clerk of the Senate, January 30th, 2012.
would go back to the assembly. There are some refreshments before you go back.